All right, let's talk about half-life problems in general. We're not going to do any problems out right now. We're just going to talk about the types of problems you may come across, and we'll work out some problems in a future video. So here's the two types of problems. One is dealing with amount. How much is going to be left? So you're going to have to figure out what the new percent or the new mass is going to be. And the problem is going to give you a certain time period. It's going to say certain number of half-lives have passed, or they're going to give you a certain time period, maybe in years, days, minutes, whatever. So they're going to give you time. You get time, and you're going to use that to figure out what the new percent or mass is going to be. So basically, you're going to assume that you're going to start with, if the problem gives you percent, you're going to start with 100%. And then you're going to go down to a lower percent. Now you go down by dividing by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2 for however many half-lives you need to do. Now if it doesn't give you percent, if it gives you the mass of a sample, you're going to write down whatever mass it gives you, and then you're going to keep dividing by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, however many times you need to, because of your half-lives or because of your time period, and then you're going to get a new mass at the end. So you're always going to start with the percent, make it 100, or the mass that they give you, if they give you an actual value. So start with 100% or the certain mass, and then you're going to have to divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, a certain number of half-lives or time period. And we'll talk about what to do when you get a time period. Half-lives are way easier. If they say 3 half-lives, you do divide by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2 3 times. But if they give you a certain time period, you got to convert to half-lives. So we'll do that in a future problem. But how much is left? You're always going to start with 100%, go down to a new percent, or start with the grams they give you, go down to a new value. So that's one type of problem. How much is left? Another type of problem is how long will it take to get to a certain amount? So they're going to give you the percents, the starting percent, which is always going to be 100, and the final percent. Or they're going to give you the mass, the starting mass, start in grams, and the final in grams. And what you need to do is figure out how many half-lives have passed. How many times was the starting one divided by 2 until you get to the final one? How many times was the starting percentage, 100%, divided by 2 until you get to the final one? So you're going to figure out half-lives. And then maybe that's your answer. Maybe it says how many half-lives will it take, or you might have to convert half-lives to actual time periods, maybe years, months, days, seconds, whatever. And then that's a quick conversion. That won't be very hard to do. So again, you might have a question that says how much is left. You're solving for a new percent or a new gram mass. And you might have a problem that says how long will it take. So you're solving for a time period. You're always going to solve for how many half-lives. How many times did this have to be divided by 2 to get to the final one? And then you may have to convert that over into a certain time period, such as minutes, hours, years, whatever. So let's work out some of these problems now.